Hey, the Cold Coffee Show. The Cold Coffee Show. The Cold Coffee Show. Ow, the Cold Coffee Show.
Cold Coffee Show.
Did you hear me get to that little Negro spiritual
cold.
there?
Yeah.
That Cold Coffee Show. You see that? You see that? You see that? I did that for Black
That's
History.
remnants of Wade in the water.
Wait,
You understand
the
that?
cool in the wall.
Shit.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my goodness! I wanted to put on some blackface and tap dance. in
Do
this
it.
mother-
Do it.
Oh no no no!
Nah, I can't do that. Y'all can't see me in the blackface. I refuse.
Blackface, they used to do us dirty, right?
I know.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. During that whole Toba circuit, chilling circuit thing, the blackface. Not only did we have to tell jokes, but we had to sing and dance too.
For real?
Man,
Yeah, we showed it. You know that movie?
was just thinking
that
about
movie.
it. Start with a B.
Which way is up?
Oh, no, not that one.
With Richard Pryor.
That's
You know,
pretty
at the end where like the preacher get run over by the car, and then the guy go flatten the pancake. All right. That dude is Spodioti. He was big during the chilling circuit. He had a song. He had his own song and everything.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah,
The-
Spodioti, man.
The movie I was talking
Spodioti.
about was Bamboozled. Have y'all seen that?
Oh, Spike Lee?
Was that?
I think that was Spike Lee. Bamboozled.
It may be. I know. Whatchamacallit was
Tommy
in it, though.
Davidson was in it, right?
Tommy Davis was in it.
That
But
was
the Wayans brother was in it. That's why I said I don't know if it was Spike Lee.
No, it was a Spike Lee movie.
Yeah, it
For
was,
sure.
yeah.
Michael
For
Rappaport,
sure.
everybody was in it.
Yeah, it's a Spike Lee movie
Hey,
for
that
sure.
movie right there with Mantan.
Man, damn, that's it.
Mantan.
Yeah, they used
cold
to
how
do
they-
us cold, but you know.
Yeah, I think were they referring to Mantan Moreland? Because okay, let me
It was
just explain.
blackface for sure. I
Mantan Moreland was
whiteface.
definitely a comic that was in blackface.
blackface.
You know him. You may know him from
said whiteface.
being the butler for Jack Bennett, Mr. Bennett. He was Mr. Bennett. Mantan Moreland, and he was in a lot of movies where that were like funny ghost movies, where he'd be like, It's Hanks in here.
Now tell me
you know,
this:
shit
is that
like
the one that say, "Ain't nobody in here but us chickens"?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Speaking of that, I remember I told you before. I'm watching Scooby Doo, and it's the Scooby Doo Harlem Globetrotters episode.
Right.
And they looking for the Harlem Globetrotters, and Scooby and Shaggy, they doing their thing, and Shaggy go say exactly what you said. No, they was like, "Who's in here?" They was like, "Who's in here?" And Shaggy go say, "Oh, ain't nobody here but us chickens." And then Wilma goes, or whatever with the glasses, "Oh, don't say that, Shaggy." Or, I'm like, whoa,
Wow.
whoa,
Well,
'cause you know that was a subliminal for
it's
sure.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not hip to it, that would have went right over your head.
Yeah, but a lot of times in cartoons they say things for adults. Have
Of
you ever
course.
noticed that? So I think that's what that was. They said, and probably if I hadn't, hip you to that, it would have gone over your head.
Right.
You know, yeah. But I just think that that was just,
man.
just
Those voice actors for that particular cartoon, those guys all were comics. They were all stand-up comics.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Were they
all-
African American?
Yeah, they were all stand-up comics.
No, were they African American?
Yes. Yes.
And Scooby Doo?
Oh no. The Harlem Globetrotters.
Oh yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
those guys were all, and some, yeah.
Oh, no.
They were. The thing is, they had impressive credits. If you prior to them doing these '70s cartoons, if you look, very impressive credits. Mm-hmm. They had to have real. People used to have real stuff going on before they were able to get on to, like, television. Television was actually a step down for people.
Really?
Was it?
Yeah, it was actually a step down.
But I didn't notice until later, like in my 30s, that most actors and actresses were comedians first.
A lot of them.
A lot of them.
Because it's a great selling tool, But I don't think it works the same anymore. Mm-hmm. I think that you have to have a presence like we're building here,
right,
in order for that to happen. But it doesn't quite work like that anymore. I mean, but stand up in and of itself is a selling tool. When you're on stage solo, who are you? What are you selling, and who are you selling? You.
Yourself,
Right.
right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
It's almost like a sport without being the physical, but it is physical. You up there under the bright lights. You gotta
And the tension of the audience looking at you.
right.
Yeah.
And,
You
and
know?
if you're
it's a sped up solo performance.
Let's use Rodney Perry for example. He used to get on the ground and jump and do all of that.
Yeah.
If you're not athletic, like dude was in the military, like I'm sure that hurts.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
going on the ground flat out, boom, like you're a wrestler or something, crawling, like
Yeah. Oh my God.
But it is like sports.
What a
I mean,
fun
you
dude.
have to work out. You got to go to rooms and work out. You
Yeah.
you rehearse. You practice at home. I mean, you know, or even with
that's
the
more.
Harvey.
Yeah, that's more like a actor though.
Not really.
But see, that's the thing.
'Cause
No,
it's
no,
a-
no,
it's still
no,
a
no,
workout.
You gotta
no,
put in
no,
your
no,
reps,
no,
huh?
no. As a comic, you are an actor.
Oh, for
You-
sure.
you are an
But-
actor.
But it's still a workout.
Oh yeah, but I mean, the thing is, your act is limbering and limbering your instrument, keeping you loose and ready to do what's next.
Oh yeah.
And the memorization of jokes is like, you have to memorize your script when you're doing a television show or a play or a film.
But it still, again, it's like sports or any other thing. It's
Oh,
a
yeah.
regiment.
Yeah.
It's a routine.
They say that musicians are considered athletes now too, on the fact just their performances alone, all the dancing they're doing, that's ridiculously
Yeah, oh
athletic.
man.
Oh,
they are
without
really,
doubt.
They are really getting it.
Hey, Chris Brown, that's the only dude I really give credit to because people make hit songs, whatever, but he performs for you. That dude
Yeah.
goes crazy.
He goes in.
Goes in.
He gives it all.
So it's like,
The thing I love
respect
about
that
he
dude.
and he is in everything.
Yeah.
He's on everyone's album, and let me tell you something. MTV blackballed Rick James. Rick James was never the same again.
Was this before he got in trouble or after he got in trouble?
Wasn't it before? Because they
blackballed him
I think it was before.
yeah,
Okay.
because it was
I think
just
it was
because
before
he was so
because
sexual.
he was never
He was a super
on.
freak.
He was never, and he never really kind of got back from that. They wouldn't they put on people like Prince and Michael Jackson, and he was like pissed. So dig these apples, right? But Chris Brown, I mean, with that Rihanna shit, he should have been finished.
Oh yeah.
But this brother came back.
He did.
And that is amazing to me. What's his brother Michael Vick came back.
Well, you have to be really talented to be accepted again. That's when your talent really shines.
But Rick
Well,
James
let me ask you this: is it talent or is it tenacity?
Tenacity.
Is
Okay.
it hard work?
Okay,
right.
I hear you.
You understand what I'm saying?
But okay, perfect example. R. Kelly.
Yeah.
If he wasn't as good as he was touching them kids like he was doing, fresh out of there, Chocolate Factory was booming.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Booming. And he puts in work. You know what I'm saying? But if he wasn't as good, because you could put in work and not put out a good product. If you are that dope, they're going to follow you.
And now he got a religious cult where he pissing on.
Come on, man.
He
come
pissing
on.
on. He annoying bitches with his piss.
Yes, he is. Yes,
in
he
his
is.
religious cult.
Yes, he is. Man.
You understand?
That's the holy water.
And
huh?
the nigga still singing. The nigga can't read for shit.
He can't read.
He's supposed to be illiterate. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
But that
that's
kills
why-
certain. That kills
Oh,
certain entertainers.
you know what, though?
That killed Fantasia. That killed that
Yeah.
dude that was with Guy.
But you know what? But it didn't
Which
kill
one?
R. Kelly. But you know what? That's maybe why
Teddy
R.
Riley?
Kelly.
Tell me,
I don't know.
what guy?
I don't know.
Aaron Hall? Who's talking
Aaron Hall.
Okay.
I could see that. Maybe that's why R. Kelly he tends to gravitate toward younger women because
Because he
doesn't
can't
have-
read.
He doesn't have the capacity to really cope with a real woman.
The
Maybe.
the only thing that I can
Well,
see.
you know what? I think it's tough for those of us that don't have. See, me personally, I don't like fucking with young girls because
yeah.
they evil. And
They playing. They
just-
there to waste your time for sure.
they nasty. They just wrong. And I like somebody I can talk to. You know, even if we ain't fucking, I can talk to them. You know,
That's right.
because after you get through fucking, you got to say something other than
You gotta say something.
scoot over. You
Right.
understand what I'm
Right.
saying? So, but you know, a lot of cats. Like I got a cousin. This nigga, he love women that are like 25. This nigga is 56.
Yeah.
And he love like 25-year-old girls. Like, nigga, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah, it's not gonna fly.
And he ain't been, I'm gonna tell you something. This motherfucker ain't got no kid. I kind of admire him because he has no kids. The only thing I don't like, the longest relationship he's ever been in lasted a month. His whole life.
What do you think? Maybe he messed with younger women, so one day he'll eventually be able to have children? Maybe.
I don't know. I'm gonna say this though about the young. Like, I don't think.
Don't nobody want to reproduce with that.
I don't think that as far as his music wise. I don't think that's the only reason why he messed with youngsters, because that's who is attracted to his music. We're all attracted to his music from old to young. Mm-hmm. Even in the 90s, it was 20s and 30s. Even I mean, you know. So that's what I'm saying. His music isn't just like Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown, his thing was being a heartthrob.
Right.
He even said that's why he kept doing music. I don't think he was out there touching kids, but he just liked being a heartthrob type thing.
Right.
I don't think that is. I think R. Kelly generally has.
Well, let's look at it. I mean, everybody has their thing.
Wait, I'm sorry. Generally has what?
He has a thing for
young women.
Women before they become adults.
Adults.
Yeah.
That stage right before adulthood, he has a problem with that.
He has a problem with that.
Well, everybody like what they like. Everybody do what they do, and this is the thing that we don't see. See, this is the deal.
But it's illegal.
This is the deal. I'm sure
Okay,
I know what it is, but let's look at it.
All right, we gonna look
The
at
same shit that you did when you didn't have now dollars,
right,
is the same stuff you can do when you got money, and you can do it effectively.
You can do it better than what you.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why motherfuckers go all out on they stuff, you know. And
I'm slightly confused right now.
Okay, example. All right, I'm saying this, like, I don't think R. Kelly got money and then decided, I'm gonna fuck these young girls.
He was always like that.
He
was always like that.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
I mean, look at what's the actor's name? He did the voice of the March of the Penguins.
March of the Penguin.
Yeah, he played God and God Almighty.
Oh, Morgan Freeman.
Mm-hmm. So Morgan Freeman, you understand?
That's a whole nother story.
All right.
He watched that baby grow up, and he was like, "Come here, girl."
Exactly.
That
ain't cool.
That ain't cool.
But let me tell you something. Ain't nobody.
Woody Allen.
Yeah, Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Woody Allen.
And these cats ain't lost a step.
No, they haven't.
They ain't lost a step. They doing all this, and they ain't lost a step.
No, they haven't. I guess you have to have a certain prestige, and it's like you get a pass. I don't know. But
Money.
It's happening.
Okay, check this out. Okay, Eddie Murphy was married to that model. They got 5 kids.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't know that he had an affair and had 2 other kids on the side.
I think he got a kid with Scary Spice.
Right.
Oh, but that was after.
Okay.
That was after. This was during their marriage.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
I didn't know it either. I saw it on Decades on television. But he because there's this kid that looks just like him that's out there doing stand up.
Oh, really? Is his last name Murphy?
Yeah, he look just like him.
And
he's billing himself as Eddie Murphy's son.
Oh,
you understand?
There you go. Is he funny?
But this is the deal with the woman he had. It was all girls.
Yeah, and then he didn't have any in that
outside.
A boy outside.
And he had that boy.
Is his stand-up funny, or have you?
I don't know.
Well, that's just like Paul Mooney kid. You know, he had those twins.
Yeah, they had the Mooney twins.
I guess it's not genetic. I guess it's not genetic.
Paul
usually children do. Usually children do better than the parents because they have the benefit of the techniques.
Not necessarily
example.
true.
But look at Richard Pryor's daughter, Rain. Look at, like we said, Paul Mooney's children. You said Eddie Murphy. And is it anybody else?
Whatchamacallit's son is pretty Damon Wayans' son is pretty
now see, Damon Wayans' son is hilarious.
But it's hard to top his daddy though. I don't think he can top his daddy. He's raw.
If you see him,
he's
hilarious.
Sure. He's hilarious, but that god doggone Damon Wayans, I remember when I first watched him.
Yeah.
when he first started doing stand up, it was he and Martin Lawrence. They all came out around the same time.
Both of them dudes.
Oh my god!
Yeah, dudes.
Yeah, but see, that was a whole
Hilarious.
different time for comedy. Take it a step back where there's very few people breaking through now because people are used to black comics. And this guy is amazingly hilarious, just like his father.
But he may be breaking through because of the association. Because how many great comics are there that are not breaking through?
Well, let me just say this.
Okay, you say that.
Okay, baby. If you were going to get ahead in this business, it's who you know.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's
It's all
everything.
who you know.
Yeah.
It's all who you know.
No,
it
but
has nothing to do with talent or anything.
Yeah, but no, I totally I agree with you. He may be very funny, but I've never watched him do stand up. I've only watched him.
I've seen him several times, and each and every time, he sounds just like Damon.
He does.
He is.
He looked like him too.
But he is so funny as a comic.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He is so funny.
Speaking of funny, Valentine's Day is coming. Funny, my funny Valentine.
My comic Valentine.
My funny Valentine.
Yep.
What about it? Y'all ready?
Well,
She's showing out today.
Oh, that was so good.
well, I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna.
You're ready. You prepared.
Yeah, I'm prepared. I already got everything ready. I got reservations at a Greek at a Mediterranean restaurant. I have all the stuff together.
Well, how about that? I'm totally ready because my new friend told me that on Valentine's Day he spends his daughter's birthday with her every year. I was like, "You are awesome. Who the fuck you think you talking to?" I was like, "Are you got to?"
That's how he got you.
She's 23 years old. I'm sure she does not want to be with you on Valentine's Day, even if you had been with her on every Valentine's Day. I was like, "Really? I ain't even trying to go nowhere with you anyway."
You know, the thing that happens to me on Valentine's Day is a whole bunch of different women pop out of the woodwork, you know.
Is that right?
Yeah, just all kind of jacklegs, you know. They just all like, "Hey, how you? I just checking up on you. How you?"
They want a gift, you think?
They want something.
They want a special gift.
They what they want. They don't want to. May not even want to be with me, but they want somebody to think about them and give them because they know I'm a nice guy and that I'll give them.
Trying to take advantage.
Yes, so maybe on Valentine's Day I might need to call you.
Yeah, you call me.
Yeah,
baby.
I think that's probably what's going to happen.
You call me, baby. I have something for you.
Thank you. I think that because that was epic. I was like. And it just came out of nowhere. It wasn't like, are we going to kick it? It was like, yeah, because every Valentine's Day I spend with my daughter. It's her birthday, and I spend the whole day with her. I was like, yeah, you are ultimate. You know, he's just ultimate. You couldn't come up with nothing better than that?
Eventually everybody's true colors come out. I used to be with these women, and it'd be 2 years before I figure out that they had been involved in criminal activities.
Yeah.
I've been with a lot of criminals. I've been with a lot of motherfucking criminals.
Mine is fairly new, so I ain't tripping, but I see your
I've been with a lot of
colors shining through. I see your true colors. And don't be afraid to let them show. True colors.
Oh, you are funny.
I love it. What about you?
Is you ready, pimp? Is you ready, pimp status?
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
Well, you could be my
I
Valentine.
plead the fifth dimension.
Always.
Oh,
yeah, Sasha,
yeah, your boo
Sasha and CJ, my Valentine, and my mom.
Valentine right here, my mom.
We're Valentines. We're wrapped up. We're like one huge, gigantic heart.
Yeah. Exactly.
We work together.
Oh,
we're like the four aortas.
Oh.
Is it just one aorta? How many aortas? The left ventricle, right ventricle. What is it?
You are so smart.
It's 4 chambers of the heart. That's
Who
what
did
it is.
that?
And we work together.
Who did that?
And Christiana is the aorta.
4 chambers. I thought that was a Wu-Tang clan.
She's right. She
We
just
have
did
our
a
4
heart right
chambers
in
in
the
our
middle.
aorta, and that makes up our heart.
Oh, that is so sweet.
And she's a little heart in the middle.
Yeah, she just makes it happen.
Yeah.
Oh, that
She
is so sweet.
brings the oxygen back to us.
Isn't that something?
She brings life. Yeah.
That is so sweet. I thought you was talking about the Wu-Tang Clan. That's 36 changes, actually.
You know, what do you think about Valentine's? What do you guys think about Valentine's? Do you think it's too much of a hype? Or do you think that it's necessary? Or do you think that Valentine's Day should be whenever? Like, does it have to be a specific day? Like, why do we have to have all these certain days for corporate and businesses to make money? Because that's what it's for.
Yeah, of course it
You
is.
know.
But I mean,
I mean, it's just I don't like the fact, like, in my past, I've felt like I have to be pressured to do something for Valentine's Day, and that took the fun out of it. Why can't I do it because I wanted to? If I don't bring you flowers, you're mad. If I don't bring you candies, you're mad. But when I've done it in the past for no reason, you get, oh, thanks, and then they just die. It's like,
Right.
you know,
Right.
But so you know what I'm saying? I do it out the kind of my heart is bad. You don't care, but
And not only that, the prices go up so high, right?
Oh, yeah, the prices,
go
they
sky
jack 'em
high.
up.
For something that's $9, it goes up to like $45.
yeah.
exactly.
You know,
Right.
and so it's kind of like, basically, I take the money.
My thing is, I feel sorry for people that when a holiday like Christmas or Valentine's Day rolls around and they don't have anyone to give them something, you know, that's really sad. You know, that's
yeah.
Well,
so
for some
sad.
people, that's karma too.
Yeah.
Well, I think that.
I know a lot of people who treat people bad when they had,
Oh, okay.
and then karma turns around like you mistreated. Oh, now you want the love.
now you want some
Yeah,
love.
exactly. This was too late.
Yeah, well, not, you know, like, you can be kind to people and not necessarily get it back and right away. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I do.
I really feel sorry for people around that holiday, because, you know, I see a lot of women and men, you know, just heartbroken because there's no one there for them.
During that time, so it causes a state
Causes
of
a serious depression.
Right.
But then again, you know, like, in this town, the one thing I don't like about this town is I run into a lot. I don't, you know me. I mean, in my act, I flirt with women,
Right.
but in my day to day, I don't do that. And so the thing is that I find women that are like, you know, if you ain't got, like, yeah, nigga, you got to have money. You got to have this. You got to have that.
Well, that's a shallow person.
I run into a lot of them like that. I remember the one when I first got here. This one was like, "What you gonna do for me and my kids?" I'm like, "What the fuck?"
That's a great opener.
And like, I thought we were gonna work
doing
together.
nothing for your kid.
Right.
Fuck all of that. What you gonna do for me and my kids? You know, aren't you gonna do shit?
When she put it out there, did she have a job?
My God, I don't know.
You should have asked her what she gonna
I
do for
don't
her
know.
and her
She was
kids.
drunk all the time.
Oh,
I
well,
can tell you that.
well, there you go. You should.
But Jesus Christ! But I've run into. I'm telling you, the brunt of the women that I've run into in the city, like, even women that are like, you like look at them and say, you need to bathe or you need to take care of yourself. You know, you raggedy bitch.
Right.
Yeah.
They be thinking that they can pull. Like, when I was at the Brainwash, they would always go like, is this your place? Is this your restaurant? Is this you?
But
And like, you raggedy, what you thinking I'm gonna do?
but you know.
Then they be thinking really
No.
like,
The OG
They
word,
breath
the
be
OG
hurting.
terms stank.
Right.
yeah, they breath be hurting and like,
But at some point, they probably had high self-esteem, and then they got on drugs. Because if you ever notice, if you ever look at a crack head or somebody, and they walk like they got it, I'm
I'm cute.
I am cute. You better what? You better ask somebody about
Right, they
me.
ain't got no
and
teeth or
feet
nothing.
bad,
Yeah.
ashy, hair ain't combed, but the woo they
stink, baby.
Do you?
But then again,
remember?
crackheads think that if they put a coat over their head and smoke their crack, they
gonna-
disappear.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like the cloak of invisibility.
Isn't that something?
And the
Ain't that a
funniest
thing?
thing to me is seeing a crackhead couple fight. They just
Yeah,
be
'cause-
doing that. They be walking around, oh, I hate you. I hate you. Oh, bitch, nigga, fuck your mama. What you say? And then she start running. And then he start trying to chase her. And then he stopped. Well, I'm gonna come back around here, bitch.
And then the next thing,
I'm gonna get my uncle.
And they make up as soon as he gets
Right,
robbed.
right. And then they start walking away. Then she walk back. And they go walk back. And they just go back and forth. I don't know, but
yeah.
Yeah,
This
and
is
they
hilarious.
fucking make up as soon as they got a rock.
Right. It's
Oh, so-
quick.
you know I just scored, right?
Well, come on in.
Okay, daddy.
Well, come on in.
That is
Yeah,
funny.
I ain't mad no more.
Right. I ain't even mad. I wasn't really even mad in the first place.
And
anyway.
they'll say all kinds of things to
Really
one
mean
another.
fuck
They'll
your
say the
mama.
most horrendous things.
You know I love your mom.
That's my baby.
She the best.
That's funny.
Mm.
That's so true.
Yeah, women are quick to say that though.
Yeah.
F your mama.
Quick to say that.
I've never said that.
Or
Quick to say
the
that.
father. Or say something negative
Yeah,
about
your
the
mama
dad.
and your daddy. Your mama and your daddy. Like,
Yeah, y'all ain't
You don't
shit.
not get on
what
your
my mama
mama
and my daddy got to do
or
with
your
this,
daddy.
right? What
Leave that topic out of there.
Yeah, no, but people do that. They try to take jabs at you, and then next thing you know, they all in your face. You know, I love y'all. I mean that. You know what I mean? I love y'all.
Yeah, see, oh my God, I didn't experience that level of ugliness until I got here.
Is that right?
Yeah, I didn't.
So you
I
just
never
saying that only
experienced that.
happens in San Francisco?
I've had a lot of shit happen to me since moving here.
We need to move. We've been here all our lives. I think some things need to
Man, they
change.
trying to move us out of here.
I know,
Yeah,
I ain't
they
going
trying to
nowhere.
get
I'm
rid
gonna
of
stay here as long as I can.
Man.
I got a buddy who tends to believe that things are going to boomerang back to the way.
You never know. You never know.
I don't know. I don't know
Let-
because I got to be honest with you. Let's look at it. I mean, whenever there's been a change, has it ever gone back?
No.
No.
You know what? The only thing I wish would go backwards is the bridge toll. Other than that, yeah,
To
I
a
know.
dollar?
I remember when it was $1. I had to be 4, 5, 6.
Dollar.
Then it went to 2 and 3 and
And it
4
just keeps going.
5 and
and
6.
6. It's about to be it's 7 already over there.
Over where?
I believe the Golden Gate Bridge is probably like something like it's more than the Bay Bridge,
Is it 7?
something like that.
Bay Bridge is still 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's,
Sometimes
it's 4. It's 4 during regular hours. Peak hours is 6, and on the weekends it's 5.
yeah, they ain't playing with nobody. They getting that money.
Yeah.
But,
But I mean, you know, is it worth it? I remember people used to say, "Oh, live outside of the city and come work in the city."
But once you spend all that
And
money,
you spend that money on that
It's-
travel,
it's
and you
equivalent.
don't. It's you have less money than if you stayed in the city.
That's right. It's very expensive.
But yeah, back what you were saying, the boomerang. I don't think so because I think that technology is going to continue to grow, and this
Yeah.
is the mecca.
Yeah.
So if it's not stopping, then I don't think it's going to
Yeah, I
stop.
don't think it's gonna ever change back.
Yeah. Well, that's what
Hey,
people think.
listen, before it gets too late, please like, subscribe, and share.
And share. Also, push alert. Hey, that's
Oh my
Tony's
God.
phone. Really? Let me
Okay.
speak.
Well,
Who
so
is
you
it,
playing
Tony?
Tony?
Because yeah, you doing too much. Get
No, I
back.
thought that was
Get
a
back on the
woman.
camera, Tony, and say hello.
And also, I want to send a shout out to our viewers who are live with us right now. Thank you. We appreciate you taking
Yes.
the time out of your midday
Yes.
to
Yes.
rock with us.
To rock with us.
And right quickly, come see me every Thursday at Il Parada, 6:00. Come see me every Monday at Milk Bar in the Haight area every Monday, 6:00.
Oh, milk,
Yeah.
milk by Whole Foods and McDonald's.
Right.
Know where
I'm
Milk
there.
is.
It's free pizza and video games as well as stand-up comedy.
Yeah, and we're at Shug's, Top of the Hill, Daly City, 22 Hillcrest, every
On Thursday.
7 o'clock.
Amazing
Bring
show.
a friend.
So y'all got the same day.
We have the same
Same day.
day,
And I really miss being on that show.
but we have a different audience.
Yeah, we have a whole different audience.
Yeah.
But why we can't?
Well, it just happens to be that way.
For right now. It's
For
going
right
to
now.
change.
Yeah. You know,
It's going to change. I'm going to be back at Shug's. We're
Yeah.
going to have a different day.
we're gonna have a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna turn that mother out.
That's the point.
Turn that mother out. Ooh, can't touch this. Ooh, Can't touch it. You know what? That was cool how they did MC Hammer. MC Hammer was not. He was like
He was
pioneer,
a dance move,
right?
guru.
Man, now everybody's doing exactly what he was doing.
Everything he was doing, dancing.
They was doing what he was doing when he was doing it, but they clowned him.
They clowned,
And he
not a
buckled
dancer,
under the pressure.
right? He buckled under the pressure. He was. I mean, yeah. MC Hammer. I still love MC Hammer. I don't care.
Yeah,
Nobody said.
everybody clowned him. Like when he did KFC commercials and was promoting popcorn chicken.
Well, can't touch that. I tell you, and it's about the time for us to get off
Yes.
and go home. And you guys tune in.
I hope you guys had a good time because I know I had a great time with you.
Thank you for tuning into the Cold Coffee Show.
The cold.
It's another successful one, and see you guys Monday night. That's watching, and we'll be back with you guys next week. Yeah.
Wow.
You know, turn in it's Big Smooth,
you get
Spicy G. You know,
Nice.
Tony Sparks.
Oh,
Set it on
it's
fire.
amazing. It's
We don't play
something.
around.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's hot in here.
It is.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Cold coffee.
It's hot, but it's cold.
Yes, it is.